we're technically, and mom and pop, if you don't know, I'm pretty sure 99% of y'all do know, but mom and pop, the mom and pop term denotes, kind of like a family business or, a small business. And so today is National Mom and Pop Business Day. Happy Mom and Pop's Business Owners Day to all of you business owners out there. A lot of y'all own your own businesses, got side hustles or whatnot. So happy National Mom and Pop's Business Owners Day to y'all. Today is also National Little Red Wagon Day. Oh, man, I remember the wagon I had when I was a little boy. Right. And I don't know if kids still get wagons. Man, when I was like 5 years old, I had this wagon, man, and it was adjustable. It was one of those wagons where you could actually pull the sides off. You could pull the sides in the back and the front off, and you could just have kind of like a little mini flatbed. like our wagons, are they still a thing with kids? And I'm trying to think, did my kids have a wagon? I think my middle daughter had a wagon. I think Kayla had a wagon. But, maybe that's, one of those things that was just from my generation. But, man, I remember the wagon I had. It was cool. It kind of had like railings, and it had these little slots. It is crazy. I remember this. And you actually could pull up the sides in the back. And maybe a lot of wagons are like that. Some wagons come where it's just like the metal wagons. And you just ass out, you just got to deal with the way it is. But mine was actually adjustable. It was the equivalent to having, a drop top. It was the equivalent to having a drop top on a Benz or something like that. And today also is National Manatee Appreciation Day. Ain't nobody give a shit about no manatees. Yeah. So those are the national days for the day. Let me jump in the chat room on Spreaker.com from Uncle Mike. He says, I got a red wagon now just because the whole neighborhood borrows it, especially around Girl Scout cookie time. Okay. So like wagons, there were a couple of things, and I don't watch a lot of kids, TV now because my daughter, my baby girl, is of that age. She just turned a teenager, and she's not really watching a lot of kids movies, and I don't see her watching Disney Channel as much as she used to, and Nickelodeon and all of that stuff. So I don't see the commercials of like what's the hot toys today. Well, like when I was growing up, there were a couple of go-to toys that every kid had, every little boy had, and that was a wagon. That were blocks, Lego blocks. Man, I love the hell out of some damn blocks when I was a kid. Right. I love the hell out of some damn blocks, man, them Lego blocks when I was a kid. You build anything. I mean, you build anything your imagination desired. And another go-to toy as a kid back in 1975 was marbles. Yeah, marbles, man. I mean, I can't tell you how many fights occurred on the playground, man, back at Berkeley Middle School or Berkeley Elementary School, too, over some damn marbles. No shoots on my bomb. Right. If you're a marble player, you understand that terminology. No shoots on my bomb. From Thorny Switch, not you too, Tiffany, laugh out loud. From Tiffany Sports the Heels, Thorny, change your avid to prove you got a wagon. Ooh, they talk about dragging wagons in the chat room? That would be a nice little touch to Woman Wednesday. If the ladies could post a picture of their dragging a wagon. Yeah. From Miss Mocha-Bella, Doug, we love our manatees here in Florida. Ain't nobody give a damn about no damn manatee. From Tiffany Sports and Heels, yesterday was March 28th. That was the score of the Super Bowl when the Falcons blew a 25-point lead. You know what, Tiffany? I mean, we've been doing good today. I've read a couple of your chat messages. We've been on the right track. I'm going to just assume that you posted that just now, not to infuriate your host or other Atlanta sports fans. I'm just gonna say that you posted that just to talk about that story, because I did see that on the interweb a lot of places yesterday about the whole 328 and the Patriots and the Falcons and all of that. So I'm gonna let that one slide. From Chuckdown Frank, the great marbles, Steelies, taking Ninja's marbles led to my detentions. Oh, man. You talk about, Steelies. People don't know what Steelies are. Pretty much Steelies is somebody daddy worked at the factory or the shipyard and had access to big-ass ball bearings. And whoever had the biggest Steely, man, was like the king of the playground. Like, I'm talking like Steelies were marbles, but they were steel. They were ball bearings for the most part. And they came in different sizes. And if you had the biggest ball bearing Steely on the yard, on the playground, you were the playground king. Yeah. Big L X Squad, True Chief Rocket shooting dice, got a lot of MFers whooped. Oh, yeah. That didn't happen until, late in middle school, 8th, 9th grade, you start shooting dice in the bathroom or whatnot. Backdoor Lil Joe. Backdoor Lil Joe from Tiffany Sports and Heels. Jay Fish, see you later this afternoon during your show. From Al Thompson, Steely sounds like country games, Doug. You don't remember Steelies? Maybe y'all didn't do that whatever part of town you're in. I think Al Thompson's in Texas. Jam from Snellville, steel balls, baby, laugh out loud. That doesn't sound right the way you said it. Maybe that's why we call them Steelies and not steel balls. That didn't sound good. From Coach Rawls, Doug, I paid my money. What happened to the Tatas? What Tatas? Doug, I paid my money. What happened to the Tatas? What Tatas? I don't know what you're talking about, sir. From Coach Bill Royals. Thank you, Coach Bill Royals. If you're saying you just became a premium member, thank you, brother. We need it. The Big L X Squad, Grego never shot dice. Actually, man, to be honest with you, because I don't play blackjack anymore and I stopped, speaking of Vegas, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, because I don't play blackjack anymore, I stopped playing blackjack many years ago. That was my game. Pretty much anybody that goes to the casino for the first time, is easy to play 21. And so I stopped playing blackjack when I started reading these books about how blackjack is all set up for the house to win ultimately. And I started playing poker. But outside of poker, the only other thing I'll play in Vegas, man, is craps. Yeah. Because I've had very good success playing craps, man, in Vegas. On my betting little scheme and how I do it and my theory of how I should bet on the table and whatnot, man. So, yeah, I've been playing dice/craps since I was probably back at the crib in the bathroom doing lunchtime or whatever, probably 7th grade. So in the 7th grade, I was, what year was the 7th grade? So probably like 1981, 1982. From B. Jones, he says Steelies were known as domes down in Birmingham, Alabama. Nah, we called them Steelies. Man, you talk about many of fights about cats, and how do we play? Because we didn't play actual marbles, the game of marbles with Steelies because they were too heavy to push off, I guess, with your fingers. So, regular marbles, you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. If you're new to the show, a lot of times we get sidetracked. We reminisce a lot. So we drew the circle, which was called the pot. Right. It's crazy. I remember shit from 1977, but I can't remember what Chuck D's name is. So it was called the pot. So you drew a circle, and you line your marbles up. You put up like 3 marbles of your own. And the other guy you're playing against, he put up 3 marbles of his own. You put a little raised center in the middle, kind of like a stage. You put the marbles on top, and then you shoot your shooter. What do we call it? Did we call it a shooter? You shoot your shooter and try to knock out as many of the marbles in the pot as you can. And the marbles that you knock out, you get to keep. And so you couldn't do that with steelies. It was kind of like steelies. You roll them. You roll them down in the dirt, in the sand, or whatever it is, the playground that you're on as a kid. And your opponent rolled his steely and tried to hit yours. And so the first person that hit the other person's steely, they won both steelies. Oh, man. So, I mean, it was like rules to that shit. And so a guy with a big steely, with like a 2-inch in diameter steely, wouldn't play against a guy that had like a smaller steely because it wouldn't have even trade if he lost. And so, you know, it took a very direct, certain situation to play against another guy for your steely. And if you had one of them big-ass steelies, man, I mean, you were just the king of the playground. It was simple as that, 1978. Simple as that. Wait a minute. From a man, Sin Hale State, he says, Doug, with your permission, can I use the audio of you singing Happy Birthday to bless my family and friends on their big days? Man, not only can you play the audio of me singing Happy Birthday from the last couple of days, I'll do it for you again right now. You got your tape recorder set? All right, here we go. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Shut up. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Don't go away. Last segment coming up next.
On the right, cause he's my right hand man. Get on my level, I don't think that you can. You good with your nose, just like Toucan Sam. We bake rappers just like Christmas ham. They go for anybody trying to test my fam. This all savvy, hate me, get at me. I get it from my mammy, plus the game from my mammy. Used to bake the bread in the hood, now I shake it, babe. Shaking hood for the dough that I'm old. I'm raised in GA and I'm all about the dough. To make it rain dough when the kids for my clothes. I mean clothes for my kids. A comfortable grill and a man SUV with 5 booster seats. Walk the plank, you are now shark food. Yeah, I'm stingy with the loot, cause I'm saving it for food. I'm Hold up now, dirty, don't act like no fool. Let's throw up them hands and put down them